In a humble little village, nestled between rolling green hills, lived a young boy named Jack and his mother. Their world was small, and their pockets were empty. All they had was a single, beloved cow whose milk was the only thing that stood between them and starvation. Many nights their stomachs rumbled with hunger, and the weight of their struggle felt as heavy as the darkest clouds. One morning, with a heavy heart, Jack's mother looked at him, her eyes filled with a mix of despair and resolve. "Jack," she said, her voice barely a whisper, "we have no choice. You must take our cow to the market and sell her." Jack nodded, understanding the sacrifice they had to make. As he walked the dusty path to town, leading their only friend, he was stopped by a mysterious old man. His eyes twinkled with a strange light as he opened his palm, revealing 5 peculiar, shimmering beans. "I'll trade you these for your cow," the old man rasped. Their magic beans, Jack was doubtful, but something about the man's offer, a glimmer of impossible hope, made him agree. He traded his cow for the beans and rushed home. But when he showed his mother what he'd done, her face turned pale with anger. "Beans. You traded our cow for a handful of worthless beans," she cried, her voice cracking. In a fit of fury, she snatched them from his hand and hurled them out the window into the dirt. That night, they went to bed with nothing but the bitter taste of disappointment. But when the sun rose the next morning, something incredible had happened. A colossal beanstalk, thick as an ancient tree trunk, had erupted from the ground where the beans had landed. It twisted and climbed, disappearing high into the clouds, a green ladder to the heavens. A mix of curiosity and a desperate hope surged through Jack. He had to know what was at the top. Without a second thought, he began to climb. Up and up he went, past the birds, through the misty clouds, until his hands and feet ached. Finally, he pulled himself over the top and gasped. Before him lay a breathtaking kingdom in the sky, a land of clouds and castles. And in the center of it all stood a giant's fortress, looming and ominous. Driven by a mix of fear and fascination, Jack crept inside. There, he saw wonders beyond his wildest dreams. A hen that laid perfect, glistening golden eggs. A heavy sack overflowing with shimmering gold coins. And a magical harp that played the most beautiful, haunting melodies all by itself. These were treasures that could end his family's suffering forever. Carefully, stealthily, Jack gathered the treasures. He first took the sack of coins, then the hen that laid golden eggs. But as he reached for the magical harp, it cried out with its enchanting voice, "Master, a thief." The ground began to tremble. A thunderous voice boomed, "Fee-fee-fo-fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman." The giant had discovered him. A heart-pounding chase began. Jack, clutching his stolen treasures, scrambled out of the castle with the furious giant hot on his heels. He raced back to the beanstalk and slid down as fast as he could, the giant's heavy footsteps shaking the very vine he clung to. "Mother, bring the axe," he yelled, his voice filled with panic. He reached the bottom just as the giant began his descent. Without hesitating, Jack grabbed the axe and chopped at the base of the beanstalk with all his might. With a mighty crack, the giant vine splintered and fell. The giant came tumbling down from the sky with a deafening crash and was never seen again. From that day on, Jack and his mother were never hungry again. But the adventure taught Jack a lesson far more valuable than gold. He learned about bravery, the dangers of greed, and that true wealth isn't found in magic or treasure, but in courage, wisdom, and the love of family. They lived the rest of their days in peace and prosperity, forever grateful for the simple joys of life. Thanks for watching our story. If you enjoyed this adventure, don't forget to like, share it, and subscribe to our channel for more amazing tales. We'll see you in the next video.